Okay, am I live now? I think I'm live. Doesn't even say if I'm live anymore. What happened to that? That's messed up. Alright, anyways. Okay, now it says I'm in. Alright. That was messed up. Let me get back into this. So anyways, what was I talking about? I think I was talking about Vicente Luque looking washed. Kevin Holland finally got it done. Like I said in my previous video, when Kevin Holland chooses not to lose, he usually wins. And he did it here. He got the performance of the night too. He's big for 170. Hopefully he stays down there. That's what everyone says though. Who knows what Kevin's gonna do. He does whatever he wants to do. More power to him. I don't even know what a 45-70 is, so who am I to judge? Next up on the main card, we had Mario Bautista versus Patchy Mix. I chose Patchy Mix, so what is this? Like 6-3 now or something. Not looking great. I chose Patchy Mix because I thought he was going to fight long. He didn't fight long. He hardly didn't fight at all that first round. He hardly threw nothing. He looked like he hadn't ever fought in a fight before in that first round. In the second round, he started popping his jab a little bit, and you could see like when he tried to pop his jab, he got a little something from it. He could have fought long. Maybe it's just the bright lights. That's what I said in my prediction video too. Might be the UFC bright lights getting to him. Looked like a little bit of that, maybe a little bit of the ring rust. But Bautista, man, he wasn't making it a boring fight. He went in, he was just lighting him up on the inside, swinging heavy leather at his face, heavy leather. I can hardly talk. And he got the inboxing done. He was in his face, pushing the pressure with the boxing, with his hands. He was throwing kicks too, but he was mainly swinging right at his face. And Patchy can't fight on the inside, apparently. Unless he's clinched up, he could have maybe got some knees in. But he was going for the knee. He was like threatening the knee up the middle, but Mario wasn't shooting. I think Patchy thought Mario was going to take him down. And maybe he was just like prepared to go into the guard of Mario or clinch up with him more. That never really happened. Mario just kept boxing him up. By the time Patchy tried to shoot, it was late in the second. I'm sure they were sweaty. Mario just chucked him off. Yeah, like by the third round, he's looking better. He's looking all right. Like it started to get better for him to the end of the fight, but by then it was way too late. I want to see him in his next fight, see if he does a lot better, because that happens to a lot of dudes when they get in the UFC. They're like top of the world over in Bellator or ONE FC, then they come to the UFC, they get pieced up. That's what happened here. I still don't think that Patchy got fraud checked. I think Patchy is still a good fighter. I just think it was that combination, the ring rust, the layoff. Maybe Bautista was a bit of a, like, not a tough style matchup, but maybe he just got convinced from his last fight with Aldo that that's how he fights. But Bautista, I think a lot of people were sleeping on his inboxing, and he just went in and put the pressure on and hit him in the chin a bunch of times. He got it done, so that brings me to 6-3 or whatever it was. Next up, we got the Pife man, Joe Pyfer versus Kelvin Gastelum. The Kelvins took a hit, man. Kelvin Davis. We'll talk about that later. He lost too, though. I picked Kelvin Gastelum in the split, or by split decision, and it almost went down like I predicted. It was close. It wasn't that close, but it was kind of close. I said Kelvin was going to be like the Mike Breeden. He kind of looks like Mike Breeden too. Joe Pyfer definitely looks like Anshul Jubilee. He must be Indian, but I thought Kelvin was gonna eat a bunch of shots, and he ate a bunch of shots. It looked like he was gonna get KO'd the first round. He got knocked out twice in the first round. I don't even think they gave Pyfer a 10-8, but they should have gave him 10-8, 10-7. I don't know. He was eating heavy shots. Got dropped twice, I'm pretty sure, in the first round. Second round, I predicted that Kelvin was going to eat shots, and then second round, or the end of the second round, Pyfer was going to start to gas. He had a little bit more gas than I thought he would. I don't think Joe Pyfer has a terrible gas tank. I just think that you can hit Kelvin so easily, and Pyfer wants to hit people so much that he's just going to bust his load, and then bust his load again, and then bust his load again, all in the first round on Kelvin, and Kelvin's got that chin, just unexplainable chin. Like, he gets dropped, he ges hurt, but he wasn't doing like the stanky leg like Waldo Cortez Acosta. It was nutty. But Joe Pyfer was way bigger than him, hit way harder than him. But Kelvin put on the pressure, like towards the end of the second, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Man, I can't talk. I'm still a little bit sick, but Kelvin was doing his dangest to keep moving forward. By the third round, Pyfer wasn't exactly Anshul Jubilee, but you could tell he was gassing out a little bit, and he was just not landing the same shots that he was on Kelvin. Kelvin just kept pressing him forward, and it could have been a split for Pyfer. Probably not a split for Kelvin, but it was close, man. It was close. I don't think that was a bad pick, picking Kelvin in a splitty. At plus 310, I'm sure if you picked split decision, it would have been better. It didn't hit, so it doesn't matter. It's still a bad pick, but I would have picked it again. Next up, the Bantamweight Championship for the women. 3 performance of the night bonuses, huh? Oh, 4 performance of the night bonuses. So Kayla, she got it. She got the job done against my girl, Juliana Pena. Pena tried to cheat, did the double up kick in round 1. She almost, I don't know, she was trying to chin Kayla early, I guess, or just discourage her, just fight dirty. Maybe she thought it was clean, maybe she thought Kayla was up, I don't know. But she definitely double up kicked her. They took a point right away. I bet if she didn't double up kick her, they probably would have not taken a point. But man, that was pretty gnarly. The double up kick, illegal style. But Kayla got it done. She just manhandled her. It says 4:55, so there's only a couple seconds left. Yeah, that's right. She was just wrestling her, throwing her down, controlling her, and then she just whipped up that Kimura or Americana. I guess it's a Kimura, it says here. Real quick. Juliana tapped pretty quick. So shout out to Kayla Harrison. She's getting things done. Doesn't have that O next to her name, but I know she's gonna have a pretty good chance against Nunes. If Juliana could have beat Nunes, Kayla could definitely beat Nunes. Although I think it would be a pick'em. If I was to set the odds, I would set a pick'em. Because, Amanda's got way more experience. Probably better fight IQ, but she doesn't have that. She doesn't have what Kayla has. That superhuman strength and that just insane judo background. So shout out to the double gold Olympic medalist and first time UFC champion. Maybe she'll drop down to 125 and just cut off one arm and get the double belt and beat Cejudo. I think she's already beat Cejudo though. In that kind of talks, you know what I'm saying? The Olympic gold medalist talks, UFC champion Olympic gold medalist talks. She got 2 gold medals, which is harder than getting 2 belts. So good for her. Shout out Juliana Pena though. That's a rough division. Next up, Dvalishvili. Oh, I think I didn't say it. I picked Juliana, so that brought me to like 6-4. I also picked Sean O'Malley, so that brought me to 6-5. Did good on the prelims. I was going for the dogs though. I was going for big dogs. So it's all good. Trying to get some dog action. I knew they weren't going to hit. I think I got a couple dogs though. Anyways, Dvalishvili, O'Malley had nothing for him. Looked about as good as the first fight, more or less. But Dvalishvili looked better. And he got the choke. He got that submission, which is what everybody wanted. People want to see finishes. Dvalishvili, he was lighting him up too. He was lighting him up on the feet. His striking looked improved for sure. And he picked him up on his shoulder. Like when you're doing wrestling practice, and you got to carry the dude on your shoulder. They got like the different carries. They got like wedding carry. It wasn't exactly a fireman's carry, but it was like a half fireman's carry just over the shoulder, whatever they call that one, I forget. They got what, buddy carry, fireman carry, wedding carry. It was kind of like a fireman carry pretty much. Except it wasn't going across the shoulders. He just picked him up. Just like a double leg, like you're going to double leg slam someone. Picked him up, brought him to his corner. Round 3, end of round 3, got the choke. And that was like the north-south choke. Yeah, I don't know exactly what choke that was, but choke, no arm, boom, got it done. I didn't think Sean was going to tap, but I guess it was tight. It was kind of a weird angle on the choke. Maybe O'Malley wanted a way out of there. Maybe it was tight, though. It was probably tight. But yeah, that locks it up. Dvalishvili, I don't want to see him versus Corey, but there's not really anybody else. He's already fought Jan. I'd rather see Peter Yan rematch, though, than Corey. I don't know. I want to see Corey rematch Umar. I want to see Merab rematch Jan. I don't want to see Jan and Umar. I wouldn't hate it, seeing Jan and Umar. I don't know. I just don't want to see Sandhagen. That's the whole thing. I don't want to see Sandhagen in with Dvalishvili. Sandhagen completely lost the aura since KOing Frankie Edgar to the Shadow Realm. It's just, for me, he's lost to Jan in the striking. He's lost to Umar, not necessarily in the grappling, but for how tough of a mental game he talks up, he lost that Umar fight, just mentally lost it. He dropped the ball on that one, in my opinion. It was close, but he's too much in his own head. It wouldn't be terrible, though. I'd still watch the Sandhagen-Dvalishvili fight. It'd be something new. I want to see Jan in there, though. And I'm probably on an island on that one. I'm sure a lot of people think Jan's just going to get killed by Merab again. But, whatever. If they want to do that, they can. Oh, what just happened? What's that sound? I just heard a sound that's not good. Did my headphones just die? What's going on with this? Hello? Man, was I not even... You guys couldn't even hear me? What's going on here? This is ridiculous. I gotta figure this out. You guys let me know in the comments. I'm sure nobody's gonna be commenting. This is probably not gonna get seen by anybody. But shout out if you do see it. Leave me a comment. Let me know how terrible it was. Anyways, that wraps it up for Dvalishvili O'Malley 2, Pena Harrison. I saw a lot of people gave it a pretty good score. It was okay. Definitely not my favorite pay-per-view. I wasn't super hyped after it, but I was kind of busy too. Watching it while I was doing stuff, so maybe I wasn't getting fully hyped. It's dope though, doing the prediction video. I'm gonna have to start doing those more, because when you got a prediction out there, even though I didn't bet, it was definitely sick seeing the fights. knowing that I put official predictions out there. It made me feel like I had more skin in the game, so that was dope. Next up, so we already talked about Tenshin Nasukawa and Junto Nakatani. I watched the Keon Davis. That was a pretty dope fight. I just watched the finish actually. What is the event called? Abdullah Mason. What would have that been? Mason versus Vasquez. Mason Nakatila, yeah, that's what it was. I didn't watch the whole card. Velez, yeah. Keon Davis body shot round 2. That was sick, right to the liver. Boom, Velez went down. He said no mas, he was out. I didn't watch any of these other ones. I'll have to go. 3 body shots in a row? 3 round 2 body shots in a row? That's crazy. I'll have to go check those out. Another KO TKO. So I watched the Kelvin Davis fight live. I didn't watch it. I saw it. That was terrible. Kelvin was just clinching up. They gave him 2 rounds out of 10. He looked like trash. Nair Albright, he already lost to his brother, I'm pretty sure. So, I don't know what happened there. Maybe Kelvin is not a good fighter. Maybe he had an off night. Maybe his brother didn't tell him what to do. I have no idea, but he looked terrible. Overturned no contest. Oh, okay. So that was when Keyshawn smoked weed. Absolute terrible. I didn't watch that. I saw what was happening. I glanced at it. I saw what was happening. I turned it off. Went back to it. Saw what was happening still. Kelvin clinching up. It was awful. The main event, though, Abdullah Mason, it was pretty sick. It was pretty similar to, it was just like the damage done to Nakatila. I think it was Tenshin, or not Tenshin, due to Nakatani, he busted like the orbital on dude's eye, and he was looking like an alien. And Nakatila, he couldn't see too, so it was pretty similar. TKO victory for Mason. Mason's slick. Mason's got how many KOs now? He's 19-0. How many KOs he got? It doesn't say. He's got a lot of KOs though. KO doctor stoppage, KO body shot, corner stoppage, KO straight ledge. How many decisions? It's gonna be easy to count decisions. 1, 2. 2 decisions out of 19 fights. 17 knockouts. That dude's got some power. Definitely check out Abdullah Mason. He's on the come up. Man, biggest loser of the weekend though, besides Kelvin Davis, gotta be Keyshawn. Apparently he jumped Nair Albright. I don't know the whole story. Some people were saying it was Keon that jumped him. Some people were saying they didn't jump him. Somebody said they pushed him. Somebody said they headbutted him. Some people say it's on video. Some people say it's not on video. I don't know what's happening there, but apparently the DB3 were not too happy with Nair for whooping up on Davis. Man, is this still not on Bluetooth? What's happening here? What is happening here? Did I press a button? You guys probably didn't hear nothing. Man, this is ridiculous. You guys probably heard nothing. Desktop audio? What's happening here? This is probably nothing. I don't know why I'm talking. I might have to do this again. If it didn't work out, I'll do it again. Anyways, Keyshawn Biggest loser of the weekend. Main event falls out. Everybody's pissed at him. Now he's acting like a clown, talking crap to Frank Martin, talking or jumping, not here Albright possibly. It's all screwed up. Luckily, Nakatani saved the weekend. I heard Fabio Wardley got a crazy KO over Hooney. Apparently, Hooney was dominating the fight, and Wardley got the decision out of nowhere. Or not the decision, got a KO out of nowhere. So I'm gonna have to go back and check that one out. And the Jai Opetaia fight, I didn't watch that either, so I'm gonna go check out Wardley and Opetaia. I'll have to do that another time though. It's been a long day, a lot of fights. It's sick. Why does this say no audio? Man, that's scaring me. Man, that's scaring me. Man, this is stupid. Desktop audio? What does desktop audio mean? Last time it was working. Man, this is gonna suck. Anyways, I'm gonna end this before I go longer and it doesn't work. This sucks. Alright, guys. Peace out. Give me a comment. I was still kind of quiet, a little bit sick, voice is scratchy. Hopefully that's gonna change soon. I got the kids sleeping in the room below me, so I don't want to be too loud and possibly wake them up. Hopefully the audio, there is audio. I don't know. This sucks. You guys take care. Let me know how terrible it was. Peace. I'm out.